Hi everybody. I'm holding on to my to my cards to ground me. Hi y'all. Let me make sure my volume's up. Welcome into WCIA Network. You guys, what's up? You would like to see how you are feeling about it. Judy, about what are you worried about? Whose face is in that photo? I could tell you where I got it from. I don't know whose face it is, but today's presentation, everything comes from only 3 creators. Only 3. I have narrowed it down to 3. I am kicking a little ass over here. Hi everybody. I'm sitting here shuffling my cards. If you hear noise, I'm shuffling my cards because I need to keep myself grounded. It's been a whirlwind. My skills have definitely improved, and I have to learn how to work with it and know how to keep myself grounded. My lives have been very intense, which is amazing. And the information has come down to 3 creators I'm working with. It doesn't include Don. That's Don Wells over on the right hand side, you guys. That's Don. I will be showing you a presentation today that you're going to see that the location of these photos match. The elements match. And it really comes down to one big story. Welcome to WCIA Network with everything I do and say falls under section. Oh, it really helps me to hold on to my tarot cards. Yeah, that's Don. So the picture of Don you see here is exactly similar to what you see to the left. The left is just, it's in the dark and they use these fluorescent lights. So the only ones that are going to kind of know who these creators are the creators. If they want to do something about it, they can. If not, they won't. Everything I do here is for the sake of the missing children. It's for those who have been victimized by the story of Summer Moon Wells' missing children. It's for those that are looking to tell the story through me. And it's got nothing to do with anyone else but the children. Doesn't have to do with anyone that you're going to see in these pictures. It's about the children telling their story. And this is their story, you guys. I'm sticking to it. I am not wavering. I will not be changing my story. All I could do is add to it, keeping the same elements. Nothing's changed, and it's getting stronger and stronger. You guys, it's really strong. These the spirits are very, very strong. I'm being affected by it in a very incredible way. It's just different for me. It's new for me. And I'm learning what to do to keep myself grounded. And one of those is I'm squeezing onto my my tarot cards. Yes, the photo to the left is from one of the groups that I am taking information from. You know what, you guys? I have to tell you something. I put together I don't know how to put it up here, but I am going to be taking donations for trips that I'm going to be taking. My first one is I leave tomorrow. You will not know when I am in Chucky until I get there. But I am on my way tomorrow morning. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I love you guys. It's a campaign, and once I figure out how to run the campaign on my channel, it's in my PayPal, then I'll do that.
You will not know when I am in Chucky until I get there.
Yeah, let me.
But I am on my way tomorrow morning.
Why won't this turn? There we go. I just don't know how to do it, but I wonder if I could copy and paste a link. Let me see something. Because I'm putting all my own money into this next trip, but it's a lot. Now I see why the people that hit the road, why they do fundraisers, or not fundraisers, PayPal information. I never ask for money. That's not even something that I do, but now I'm not asking. I'm asking for people who want to donate. Here, let me see if I have this. Let me see here. Donations. It goes to, so it's a write-off, because once I hit what I need here, you will see that information that will be going straight to the company. I'm not using it to pay bills. It's straight to the company. It's the campaign. Oh, I wonder if I could put it in a little, let me see here. Anyways, look at my new logo. So this is going to be the logo I'm going to be using for, I don't know, you guys, I'm going to put a little, maybe I'll put a little vote here. Add, wait, to see who wants what, because I'm going to either do hats or sweatshirts. Is this okay? And I'm going to take a vote, because what I'm going to do is take pre-orders and then order them, because I don't want to order anything if it's not going to sell, basically. So I'll take a poll before my live is over. Here, I'll put what this is. Nations for live on location. There we go. I'm going to put that there. Whoever doesn't like that and is pissed off about it, that's too bad, because I'm going to be putting that up there. Oh, you love the new logo. Great. So then I'm going to I'll take a poll and see what you sweatshirts. I don't wear hats. They make my head sweat. Thank you, Deborah. I will probably do something for Christmas, so then I could place the order, and I'll put it up probably on my website, which is going to, WCIAnetwork.com. Yeah, sweatshirts are always better. So what I'm going over today is pretty huge. It's all of the elements I'm going over today, you guys, are a match to each other. Yeah, sweatshirt looks like it's going to be it, right? When I have two photos on one page, understand that it's from two different creators. So if you see that they match, it's basically from two different creators. You know what? Maybe I'm going to put that up now, and I'll just keep it running. Wait. All right, let me take a poll. Where's my poll? There it is. Start a poll. Okay. Holiday. I'll name it. What do you want for holiday gift with, I'll do my logo and the name. So I'll do 1 sweatshirts. Whoops. If I could spell here. Sweatshirts. 2 winter hat. Socks might be a good one because it'll be cheaper. I want to stay away from coffee mugs because I don't want them breaking, or t-shirt. Okay, here we go. There goes the poll. I just started it. Let's see. All right. Let's get back to this. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you photos from 3 different creators. The reason I'm showing you each of these photos is because, wait, hold on. Wait 1 second on YouTube. Call you after. I picked these photos because they're part of the Summer Moonwell's Missing Children story. It has nothing to do with the creators that posted this information. The photos that resonate with me and tell the story are the ones that I talk about. This is part of the story. So this here photo to me is part of the Summer Moon missing children story that has to do with the water. So when I see this photo and then I see this photo again with the same information that now is on the boat, that's how I know it's a match. And that's what then basically gives me my affirmation that this is part of the machinery that is being used. Now, do I know exactly what it looks like? Not exactly, but I can tell you that this first photo, which I'm going to, let me crop it. This first photo that was on page number 1 is a very, very, very clear photo of what it looks like. Then all of a sudden, this is connected to someone's neck, and it's also has basically a torso with a head on it. This is what it looks like. This is a match. There is no way around it that this is a match. The guy to the left winds up on the boat. Okay. He is throughout the video, and I don't know who he is, but this information, for the authorities to look at this and think that this is not a match, then they're not looking. They're not looking, because this here is the buggy and is the stuff and the boots and everything else that Summer Moon Wells had on her feet. These are the boots that she had on her feet before she went into the water. She went to the water. This here is identical to what you see on the other side. The only difference is it's during different parts of the process. Summer Moon Wells was touched by this process. She has those on her legs. Everything else within this photo are the elements that are throughout the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's story. Those are the boots. And when I say this, you guys, I can't prove anything. Nothing's been proven. No one has been found guilty. So this is for entertainment purposes only. And I'm just splattering this stuff out. I don't know if it's true or not true. I'm just telling you what I believe is to be true. Obviously, no one has said anything was true. This guy then all of a sudden becomes just a head. And let me tell you, this is a match. I believe this is the man that was on the boat with Summer. This is the older man that you saw on the boat. Now, what you also have to recognize is the element of the red balloon. These red balloons follow these people. Balloons, balloons, balloons. Red, green, white, purple, whatever. But this guy is no longer even sitting in the chair with him. What these people have turned into are heads. Heads. This is what you see to the left-hand side as well as the right-hand side. There isn't anything that anyone could say here or put your frickin' thumbs down to even speak of the fact that this is not a match. This is what becomes of them. Let me get his head in here. Wait a minute. This is what becomes of them. Where's this dude's head? Oh, shove that up your ass, bitch. No, thumbs down. No. You need to change the channel if you think this is a thumbs down, because obviously something is not correct with the way that you're thinking, because this is all for, finding the Summer Wells missing children. And anyone who doesn't want that to happen, you have a serious problem. So there's something wrong. This is what he starts out to be. And then he winds up being a head on the same thing. Now look very carefully at all the elements in this photo. All the elements in this photo. What was what? Oh, please, someone comes and puts their thumbs down. It doesn't even make any sense to come in here and put their thumbs down when all we're doing here is trying to find the missing children and get a story to the authorities that they could follow. This here is, I'm showing you today only things that are perfect matches. They're perfect matches. So look at the bottom. Remember I told you that they lay on these metal, they lay on those metal tables that are across the bottom, that's that metal piece that is identical to the piece that I'm going to be showing you in the next couple slides. That somehow winds up on the water, and it winds up on a boat, and it winds up on a truck that gets moved. That's the metal piece that we saw in Don Wells' backyard, and they're stacked. It's the same metal piece. It's the same metal piece. So these are a match. And then they wind up on the boat connected to some machinery that's on his back. And it's the maroon machinery. It's the maroon machinery. So, wait, let me get this to stop moving. Why does this keep moving? Fixed position. This next photo, again, comes from two different creators, and they have the same information. What you see to the right is what they're doing to these people. It is within a closed warehouse underground. What you see to the left comes from a different creator. These photos are the same situation. What this is, and I've seen enough of it, is those bodies that you see to the right, and it's a warehouse. Okay? A car gets pulled in, and they're using underground as a movement and transportation, so you don't see it. These here basically are those. They like go inside there. That's what they do. Don't ask me why, but this is what it is. And the two on the end, let me crop the two at the end. These two, copy. Are what you see to the left. This is the equipment. Those are the number 5 boxes they're sitting on. That's a white number 5 box. And this is what it looks like. This is the room, and this comes from different creators. Different creators. They are showing the same information. Identical. Identical information. It matches by color. It matches by looks, design, the whole thing. This is what it is. Here, I'm going to put it in here again. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. It matches. And everything that I'm doing here today is a match. And it really shows a lot of information. Hey, I didn't even welcome you guys. Welcome, Muffin Top. Judy. Judy, who's got a wrench. A1 Way Street, welcome in. Deborah Merce, welcome in. Donna, I'm going to give you back your wrench during this thing because I didn't know I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know what was going on. Nancy, hi, Deborah. So yeah, don't worry about that. I will give it back. Here we go. Let me go back to the next page. These things that you see to the right represent the machinery that you see to the left. That is machinery to the left. Now, maybe it was superimposed, put in there, yada, 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 but it's the same. It's the same. I'm going to give you my reading on this. Let me hold my cards. What you're looking at is a tunnel. You are looking at an entranceway. It's a tunnel. Oh, my new logo. I'm going to be putting that on the merchandise. Thank you, Bernadette. The picture to the right, it looks, you could see sort of a frame, but that's a way in. And the left side too, these are ways in. This is a way in. Somewhere in the water, just like this, is your way in and your way out. It's your way in and your way out. They need to pull these trucks, tractors up to the water and let them out. And let them out. You know, to my mods, let me see if I could. Let's see, is Donna here? Donna. I don't think Donna's here. Donna, are you here? I'm looking. Let me know when she gets in here. It's funny. As we get close to this, and I'm really, really close, because what's happening is I could copy and paste what's in the middle over to the picture on the right, and they're the same. These are from different videos. They're from different videos, you guys. They're not from the same video. And the closer we get to conversation and exposing this, the more thumbs down that we will get, which is okay. It's actually really good for the channel. It's really good for the channel. YouTube actually just reversed like six of my videos for me in a good way, which is wonderful. So that just means that the truth is being spoken. The truth is being told. That's what it means. This buggy in the middle, let me move this, is Kylie Rodney's buggy. The buggy to the left is part of the equipment as well. I months ago, maybe it's even a year ago, I showed, that was right when Summer Moon went missing. Some of you will remember. I showed a location and I said they They are digging a hole and putting something in the cement. It had the child's face. It had location. It was in Tennessee. It was in Rogersville. And what was going on there was all of the equipment. It was all the equipment. Congrats, Deborah. That's what was going on, and no one did anything. Now that we're more than a year into the Summer Wells missing children's cases, I've kept it, and I keep going back to it. It's very much the same buggy. It has the same equipment on it. Let me blow it up so you guys could see this. The equipment on this buggy is basically the same thing I just showed you a moment ago. This little buggy, each person has a buggy, it's a cart, whatever it is. This isn't a normal buggy. This buggy has the finger pincher on the top that is attached to the fishing pole. I know all these pieces. I've been looking at them, you guys. Let me see if I have that finger pincher here. I may have even put it in there. Wait a minute. You know what? That's funny. I cropped it out. Let me see if it's in this one. It kind of is. The other one, it's the finger pinchers that I'm talking about. Let me circle it. It's attached to a fishing pole. It's right here. This whole thing is the equipment. Show me a buggy, a child's buggy that looks like that. It's basically this. It's the same thing. It's the same equipment. Oh, you can't really see it well. I'll circle it. You can't see it well in this picture, but it's the same thing. I have a way better photo, but I don't have it with me. It's right here. This is that. See how it's attached to the same equipment? Right? This whole situation is this situation. You could line it right up. All that stuff on the bottom here is in here. This is far from a child's buggy. You could even see like a head on the bottom. It's just not a child's buggy, and it matches the Summer Moon Wells missing children story right here. All of this, there's the maroon box with the white thing. This is all part of the equipment. And I begged them to go to this house because they were pouring cement in the ground. They poured cement in the ground at this house. That is what was going on here. And it was in Tennessee, and they never followed up, because if they did, they would have found something. Because now that I look at this, with all this shit on it, it's way more. Remember, this is the car that I said was on the track. It wasn't even, see how the tires are on a track? The tires aren't even hitting the ground. The tires are not hitting the ground. It's on a curve, and it is on a track. And I went through this so long ago. Right here. These tires do not hit the ground. The car is being lifted up off the ground. And that's all the stuff that we saw when we looked at this. And they had stuff coming out of the trunk, and this is what the trucks look like. They have the white thing over the back. And that car is not on the ground. There is actually no tire. See? That tire is on the other side. To me, this was a no-brainer. But obviously the authorities thought differently. And then there is the middle one is Kylie Rodney's buggy. Kylie Rodney had this at her memorial. See how whatever is going on here is the same stuff. Wait, let me grab it again. The maroon box with whatever that white thing is that sticks out is a constant. Kylie Rodney and this one have the same. This, what you see here, is what is going on in the middle, right there, of the buggy. It's a fake buggy. It's a cart. It's the cart that pushes them, and this is part of the sacrifice. Whoever has a sacrifice that goes on is put in one of these carts. It's a basket. It's a cart. It moves. It moves. That thing moves, and it winds up. See, everything I'm showing you, you guys, is all the same story. That little buggy is the same thing as this. It's no difference. Just because that's green and it has, that stuff going down, this is the same situation. It's the same situation. It's all the same story. All the same. The equipment to the right, I'm going to see if I can find the photo, but I could match it up perfectly to something that's on the boat. I wanted to get on live, though, and not start checking all over the place. But what you see there is the part of the equipment that wraps this stuff in plastic. It's a very important piece, and it's a real heavy-duty piece of equipment that winds up on the boat. How do I know that? I'm just telling a story. I may be completely wrong, but according to this piece of equipment is what's moving. It's like wrapping them. That's what it's doing. Kylie Rodney was in this thing. You see that top metal piece? You know how the head goes there? Kylie Rodney's, they made it look like green fingers. Like they made it look totally different. Okay, so like most people would never think that, that it's a wrapping thing, right? I do, because I'm told it. I'm told it. Kylie Rodney winds up, and everyone looks at that, and they're like, they just saw her in, they kept saying, she's in a green bathing suit. Well, she's not in a green bathing suit. I mean, do you think she went for a swim? No. She did not go for a swim. She was never in a green bathing suit. They chose to make that piece green. you wind up in that machine. It's part of the sacrifice. It's part of their journey. It's part of what they're going through. It's the story that no one's talking about. It's the untold story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. It's the untold story of all these kids and teenagers and adults and elderly that have gone through this. She was not in a green bathing suit ever. Ever. So, you know, that green stuff that you see was over her head is what's on top. Here's the box. Now, this thing gets moved from boat to land, from land to wherever. It has the same V on it, and this is the exact same box that was found at Kylie's memorial. The box doesn't change. It doesn't change. It stays the same. The V stays the same. The V is a major marking for all of these boxes. It's a major marking. In order for it to be in the realm of a Summer Moon Wells missing child or whatever it is, they have to have this. If they don't have it, then it's not part of the Summer Wells story or journey. Because that white box shows up during any part of their sacrifice, during any place that they are moved. These pieces are being moved, and you can't find them unless the authorities decide to listen. Because I see it. I don't want to see it, but I see it. I see it. This is what happens. This is where they go and what they do. That box somehow gets a ride on the buggy with everything else. That buggy gets put on the water after the main sacrifice. What you are looking at to the right is the same equipment that you see to the left. The microphone is a wonderful way that they use. They do it in the church, and it's not a microphone. I don't know. It's part of what this is. But this here matches up perfectly. All I did was turn it right here. There's your box. There's the microphone. Boom. That is the same. This is Kylie Rodney. See? Boom. This is Kylie. Sammy is the one who's standing right in front of her. This is at Kylie's memorial. They just change the colors, that's all. That's it. Just like that. Same thing. It matches so perfectly. Even, let me make it even smaller. You could literally, all these pieces, you guys, that I'm showing you today, you can copy and paste them right on top of each other. And you will see that they are a perfect match. This here, let me get it right. This here is this. Just like that. See? This here is on the land. It gets put in the water. And what's pulling it to the water is that tractor. What's pulling this shit to the water is the tractor. Where's my tractor? Did I take it out? I showed you guys the tractor the other day. I took it out. It was the tractor that went into the water, and it's holding the exact same information. It was in yesterday's video. You guys could go look at it from yesterday's video. You see. And that's how it gets moved, because it doesn't touch the ground. It doesn't touch the ground. It stays off the ground. They're moving this stuff, so the only thing that they're gonna see as far as Kylie Rodney's markings in the sand, they'll probably see a big ass tractor. They're not going to find anything else there when they looked. It's a tractor that moves this stuff. They're not pulling it by a car, pulling it by a tractor. Let me see if I have it in this one. I might. I'm holding, it's so funny, I'm like holding on to my cards for dear life. You know, so like when I say they're wrapping them, I showed this to you guys the other day. This is like basically when they wrap them. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. That's what is laying across that thing. It is. It's laying across that thing, you guys. The elements stay the same. They don't change. My elements do not change. What you're looking at is from 3 different creators. The ones that bother me the most, and this is crucial information for the authorities to get a hold of. The guy in Utah, all the way up on the mountain, I believe is a major part of this story. His sign on this little teeny house says monster children. I have shown it before. It's a little white hut. all the way in Utah on the top of the mountain. On that hut that's up there shows a lot of information, but the one that is staying consistent across the board that is matching is this one. This one comes from the guy in Utah, you guys. His hut, that is where I found my first critter. It was the critter that was on, it was next to a rock, a pile of rocks. And there is this little teeny critter in the pile. And that was the first time that that critter was talked about here on the channel. But it came from the Utah, the guy that was sitting in Utah. I always say I'm going to find it, but you know I never do, and I try to look for it. Maybe I have it under location. You know I'm not going to find it. I never do. Location, no. I will have to bring his information back up because this now has become one of the key elements. And it's a location and it's a face. And then when I looked further into this guy is when his pictures from Google Images were the ones that I took from Appalachian Aquarium. They came from him. And it was when those kids were sitting inside that snake. Appalachian. Maybe it's under Appalachian. I do try. No. But a lot of the photos, if not all of them, are the summer moon while missing children. So this here, it's the way that the 5 is shaped. It's the colors. It's basically everything that you see is the main number 5 in these cases, because there's maroon boxes, there's this boxes, but it's something about the way that this is shaped is the most crucial one. This here, you guys, I'm going to tell you where it came from. The fishing boat. They pull this fish in and it's inside the fish. Just like that. So this 5 matches perfectly. If you guys agree, put a number 1 in chat. That'd be great. I'd appreciate it. Blue Sunshine. Did she have a question? Let me see. Put a number 1 if you see that that is the same. I don't understand. What are you... Okay. Blue Sunshine. I think you're new to the channel. Let's see your question. I don't understand what it is you are trying to say is being done to these children. That's a good question. I'm going to answer it the best I can, but the best advice is to skim over. There's almost 500 videos that only talk about this. These children were sacrificed. I can't tell you exactly what happened. Oh, thank you for the ones, guys. Thank you. I can't tell you exactly. I'm just giving you bits and pieces from what I see and know and hear. When the story comes out about the Delphi children, I'm going to tell you now that that's going to be a lot of what these kids go through. It's the same thing. the Delphi case. It's brutal. It's nothing that you've probably ever heard before, and you're not going to believe that it's real because it's so horrific that you're not going to want to see it or understand it. So many of my videos, all of my videos, do go over them, the story. Look for those that are, it's called apples to apples, and that's when I compare. This particular one is called apples to apples because I'm taking photos from all different creators that I'm working with and comparing them to show you they match. Because I can't sit here and keep bringing them from the same video because that doesn't do anything. I'm trying to show and prove the evidence matches and the elements match because that's the only way that the authorities could do anything. They don't care if I say, oh, I see a 5. Well, that's not going to do anything, right? But if I say this comes from the fisherman's boat inside a fish's mouth, right? And 400 other photos of mine show these 5s, then it will make sense. And this 5 here is next to a green face, which is also a main element. JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches, has this same photo. I showed that in yesterday's video. But I don't have him in today's because I told you I only selected three creators to pull stuff from. It has nothing to do with the creators. It only has to do with they have the best information to share the story. I hope that helps you. This V, this creator is trying to say that Blue Sunshine, let's see. The plastic wrapper is the same kind they use to wrap parts in automotive factories. I know because I'm retired from one and used daily. That's great information. I would, if you could email me what that machine looks like, that'd be great. Because I do believe this has everything to do with a car. Underneath the car, they move things from under a car. So that would be really, really great if you could send me a photo of what that piece of machinery looks like. Here's the email. Here you go. Because I do see that if I could, this is what I spiritually see just literally just a metal pole that is connected to parts on either side, and it just rolls. Like, I don't see it as a complicated piece of machinery because I believe that they put it underneath the cars. So this is someone trying to tell me that this is part of the inside. Thank you for doing that. If you did it now, I'd put it up. This is someone who's saying this is the inside of their car, this A. This A is, yes, it's inside of the fake car because the car is not used. They're in a fake car. They want you to think it's a car, right? So to the right comes from a different creator. That V and all the information around that V stays constant. Nothing about that V that's inside that deep fake cover-up changes. I'm going to bring your eye to what you should look at. Here's an example. You're going to see this little piece inside the V with the number 5 stays the same even though the atmosphere and the situation changes. This is that. See that? Two different creators. One shows it's on a boat, one shows it's on a car. That's why I don't get involved in what the videos show, because that's the deep fake, is the location. The only thing that stays the same are the elements. That's it. That's all that stays the same. Nothing else. I'm going to turn it a little so I could slide it in. Okay. Here, I'll make it even easier. So here, they're not only two different locations, they're in two different parts of the country. But I know that it's the same thing. So this here is from the boat. The element is what I take, because it's the elements at the end of the day that are the most important, right? So what you see to the left is from the lady's car that is in Rogersville, Tennessee. It's the same. Okay? See, that's what I mean when I say the same. When I could copy it and paste it, and it fits perfectly over the element that's showing in a different location. So I don't get involved in where I got this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This goes right in there. And what you could see on the right hand side, you guys, is where that V is connected to. Shows more so than it does on the left hand side. This is the face. This is a child's face. This is a child's face. I cut the rest of it out because it's not necessary. That is the child's nose, mouth. This is the face. The lady that's in Rogersville, that's in the car, is driving around with one of these in her mouth. And she's connected to the machine. Now, I really don't know what is going on with this thing, but I have brought it to the authorities' attention. And they're watching, because the information in her videos is really, really clear, and it's consistent, and she keeps showing it. The videos keep getting worse, actually. And no one's driving around the car in a car with the heart in their mouth connected to those wires. I mean, obviously. You guys, this is very important to look at. The picture to the right, to me, is the location of where you could find the children. This room to the right matches up perfectly to 3 creators. The information that is put someone was taking multiple pictures of Summer before she went missing. GP. I just put your comment up here so I could read it. A creator called Smoky Mountain Shop. Lori shows where Summer was pictured. He asked why someone was taking photos of Summer right before she went missing. The guy hung up on you? Did he call you back? Which picture do I have? I probably have thousands of photos. If you could email the photo to me that you're talking about, that there's a picture of her at the Smoky Mountain shop. I've never been there. I don't know what it looks like, and I really, really wouldn't know which video. So if you could email me the photo, that would be great, and then I'll pull it up for you and you could hand it over. All right, so look to the left. And then look to the right. The right has the same, letters and numbers as what's on his forehead. You see that? It's the same. Want me to move? This here is the same. Let me crop it smaller. And there's more on top, but I'm not interested in those. I'm only interested in these. We all know whose head this is to the left. Why would he have the same? Now, this video to the right was just posted this week, you guys. It was just posted this week. I believe in true-heartedly that's the location of where they're going. This here matches Benny's head. Benny has the same markings on his head as the window. Why? Why? To me, this would be a question for the authorities to ask him. The picture to the right are the photos from the lady that has all the information. All she talks about is summer. That's it. She doesn't do anything else other than talk about summer. This is a match. So, this is a question for Benny. The person to the right is whose stuff I'm getting it from, and it is that lady, Nita's world. I think that she needs help. I'm scared for her. She sounds like Trish. To me, she's Trish. That's all I could think of is Trish. Can't think about anything else. And she does help. It's not about her. I don't know who she is. She gives great information. She gives wonderful stuff, but her stuff is compromised and it's being used. This here was just recent. Whatever codes, maybe she's asking for help. Maybe she's asking for help. Maybe she wants Benny to contact her. But it's the same. It's the same markings. I'm not sure how else to explain it. Well, justice coming soon. I have to be honest. The creators, I am not saying they're guilty. The creators may just be being used as their deep fake over the truth. So until proven guilty, no one is guilty. And I don't do that here. It's not fair for me to do that because I'm not the law. I could just tell a story, right? And this story is that this matches Benny. The deep fakes are real. You guys, deep fakes are real, and they use people's content on social media. They use the content on social media. So it's up to the authorities to figure out what's going on. Because I really, really hope and pray that this guy here is not guilty. I can't say either way because it's not what I do. It's like I don't put energy into it. All I know is they're being used as a deep fake. So what that means is their content's used to be placed over the deep, dark information. Right? But what you could see here is Benny's forehead clearly matches, wait, let me make that smaller, with the room I believe that everything is happening in. I believe that this is the location. I am being told this is the location. And this location happens to have Benny's little tattoo thing on the wall. To me, this is very, very pertinent information. I just took a picture of it. It's very important. It's very important. It's the same. How often are you going to get something like that the same? You're not. Benny is being used as a deep fake. I know that for a fact because all of his faces change in all his videos. So I'm not talking about him, but what I am saying is his video shows the location. His videos, it's completely a fake car. Nothing about he sits in is real. Here is his car. One of the cars. I mean, I take pictures of all the cars. But the most important thing here in this car is to show you this part is not, it's not a car. There's no car that has this on the steering wheel, right? And all of a sudden he has no window. It's all, it's basically material. So he's not even in a car. Right? So let me turn this around and show you. Oh, there's lettering in here too. So this is what he is driving in. And to me, this is to me not deep faked, but what do I know? His leg is weird. The whole thing is strange. But this is what we have. What does that thing say? Let's see. Return it. So this here, remember, he's portraying it as if this is in his car. Okay? Which he's not. Which he's not. All right, perfect. I'm going to open them up. Thank you, GP. Because when you look at this next photo, he has the same stuff that's in his bushes. That's in his bushes. So, obviously, the location changes. The elements stay the same. They stay the same. Right? And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This. That is Benny standing outside his house. Right? And this here is Benny standing, I'm sorry, in his car. Right? Let's see. So, you tell me. Same thing. I can't make out what that says. It looks like it says stud, right? This element is the number one element I've been talking about. The exact E's. Remember I told you at the beginning there's different shape E's. And sometimes I show the different shapes E's and then I notice like, wow, they probably think they don't match, but I have all different shapes. These E's here are the same. Now, the video to the right is from the Beeston bunch. It has nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. But you guys, they're showing the same location. They're showing the same location, and they're in different parts of the country. I think that this picture of the Beeston dude, I think they say they're like in Switzerland or something. But again, it's nothing to do with him. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I've just been asking these guys for a very long time to look at their videos and recognize the fact that they have missing children's information in them. This here is that. There's no difference. Look at it. I could line it all the way up to the metal. Look. It's like they're in, you guys, it's like they're in the same location. The slits and everything is the same thing that Trish had in her video. If you all remember Trish, she's gone, I think. I don't know what she's... I mean, I'm not pointing fingers at her either, but her video, oh my God, her videos. Whew. But here it is. Thank you. I got your emails. I will definitely, I'm going to go over it after the live because I can't look at links right now. It distracts me. I thought it was just going to be a photo. So, yeah. You would think that they're in the same location. This is what I tried to find yesterday. I told you guys that, oh my God, that heart is the same heart that are on the necks of these kids right here. So when Benny shows his phone, under the phone, or Jody Sue Brown, both of them, is a neck with these hearts on them, with a heart necklace. This is what I tried to find the other day. See, that's the heart necklace. And what you see that's supposed to be the phone, there's always a head on either side of the phone. To me, that looks like Don. These are from a while ago. But look at this. This is how important they are. I think this is summer, right? I said that I believe that this is actually summer. And the more information that I am now honing in on, because now I am I'm locked into my elements. I'm not adding any. This is it. Like this is it. No more. The heart that you see here, I believe this is summer. I believe that she wound up on this boat. I believe that was, I don't know who Ernie is. I have no idea. But that is the Ernie that we know of. There's her heart that's on her neck. Right? It's the same necklace that they show Jody Sue Brown and Benny show in all their videos anytime they show a close-up of the phone. Now let me tell you, not them, right? Because if someone is doing a deep fake, that's what they're doing. But these hearts on the neck are a must. This is the same. And that looks like Don to me. Now, this was older, right? This was, I didn't just get these photos. Wait, let me crop out Don. I think it's Don. I'm going to say Don. Because to me, that looks like Don. And this here is on the bottom of the phones. So I believe that this is summer. And these are a match. This is around someone's neck. And that is the heart. It's around everyone's necks. See how it's got like that white piece even matches. I mean, when something matches, you guys, it matches down to the very little teeny detail, because these are cookie cutter sacrifices. See how this white thing here, same thing here. It's the same. It's the same. They're the same. I believe that is our actual summer. That looks like Don. Here are the hearts. Ernie Shell in this video shows close-ups of the same heart. Now, I could only get it really little because how I got those, that is a frame in between his frame. So this is a really little teeny frame in the corner of his picture. I kept his name on here, you see. But it shows the heart on a neck, like right there with his name. That's what that is, you guys. To me, that's summer. This is Ernie Shells. And it came from his boat ride that I am saying Summer Moon Wells was on. This is his photo. See how that matches? And the other side, the one to the left is Benny's. But this situation matches both photos really well. To me, this photo is it's really important for the authorities to see. Because, you could say anything you want about what we think these stories are about. But when you start to get photos that you could copy and paste and put on each other, that's a whole different story. Because when you look at Summer, I'm calling her Summer Moon, and you turn it around, there's no difference between these two pictures. So now I have a photo of the so-called Ernie on the boat with, I believe, who's to be Summer. Why are those matching? They're the same. And that says Ernie. Ernie Shell, right there. I believe that to be Summer. Gene Warren. That's funny. Wouldn't that be great? Dear Gene, if you can channel Summer, can she haunt her parents as well? If she wants to. Right? I can't do that. But this is a photo to take, you guys. I think these are photos of Summer. The middle one too, her head is on one of those white things. I have a photo of Summer with her head. It's let me show you. This middle picture, and when I say you get great photos from the bottom frames, this is what I mean. You get great photos from the bottom frame. I have a lot of children that like, why would Ernie have that, right? Why would Ernie Shell have this picture in his video? It's clearly his video, comes from his video. That's a very common picture, you guys, I have of children. It's very common. This is a very important picture. These are close-ups of what goes on at night. Now, when we channeled Summer Moon says it mostly happens at night. The animals wake up at night, and it happens at night. Thank you, GP, for that super chat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To me, this is part you're looking at a real photo of a sacrifice that is happening. I want you to be aware of the white pieces. The white pieces, let me show you. There's the bar. I'm going to circle it. These are very important to look at. If you could re-look at Kylie Rodney's video of what's under the water, this white thing is part of what they use. This metal piece and this here is so important. There cannot be a Summer Moon Wells sacrifice without what you're looking at in front of you. The only ones that know I'm right are the guilty. It's part of what these people go in. It's part of what they go inside of. For instance, let's take Jody Sue. When she did these videos with Benny, her whole entire video is this sacrifice. Even the metal, everything about this is what you see there. The whole thing. They are, the videos is all the same location. Because the outside changes, what doesn't change are the elements. They don't change position, they don't change color, they don't change function, they stay the same. This is whatever this is bringing someone down. They're going down, you guys. They're being lowered. Lowered. They're being lowered. That's what's happening here. They're lowering them into wherever they go. And that never changes. Even though there's all different parts of this thing in the world and blah, 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 it's the same. It is the same. They don't change it. This, I keep sending this. This is my wish to cover some of my costs. I'm leaving tomorrow, you guys. This is going to be amazing. Just doesn't change. There she is. Jody Sue Brown, the fake, I'm not saying it's her, is sitting in the same thing that you see to the right. Yes, Deborah. Yes, I believe it's an underground system connected to the lakes, and they are all together. I'll tell you where I want to. Oh, I'm not going to tell you where I want to go. No one's going to know when I'm there. I'm not going to say anything. So to keep me safe and good. So I leave tomorrow. I won't be in Truckee tomorrow though. I'm going to be there when no one knows I'm there. But I will be there. I will be there. These are the same. So you know, they keep certain elements the same, like the poles, the metal, blah blah blah. Like she's in that white thing, but what doesn't change are like these poles in the chain. They stay the same. They stay the same. So I could put Jody, so let's say how Jody Sue's in the white, let's call it a white boat, but it's not. I could copy and paste her right here and see how she's in the white boat. She's right in it. There's the white, see? She's smashed right in there. She's in the white part. Boom. They're so dumb that, like, you know, they really probably think no one's going to be looking because they try to put so much chaos and drama and fighting and YouTube this and creators. I never got involved in that. I never got involved in that. And it helped. Here, I'm going to turn this a little. Let's see. So when I turn it a little, Jody Sue Brown fits right inside. So that's that. And Jody, it's not Jody, blah, 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 whatever. This, see? So I line up even the metal with the metal. And you see how the white boat lines up? Lines up. Oh, the drama is ridiculous. Just like that. Here. Boom. The box and everything is the same. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Same shit. Ooh, I showed this the other day. Ooh, this is the hidden door on the boat. This is on a boat. That the boat pulls over. This is what here's my, let me hold my cards. You guys, I found a way to do this. I hold my cards. These boats pull over something in the water. And they're going through a trap door. So no one sees it coming or going. They get put in there. They get whooshed in there. And whoever's on the boat, this person doesn't get on the boat with them from the land. They get on the boat with them from the water. They don't touch the land. So if you were to look at drones and look at all that shit, it doesn't show how many people are getting on the boat. Because they're coming on the boat from under the boat. It won't show anyone getting on the boat from a stop. They'll be like, wait a minute. No one got on the boat. Where do you see anyone getting on the boat? Well, hello, I know how they're getting on the fucking boat. Like this. Like this. These are the same. Two different people's information. The same shit is moving. The only difference is one is showing it from a window, one is showing it from a mirror. All the same location. These are the V's. So I knew that these V's were so important. They're really important. And these are from different creators, and you could lay them on top of each other. So these are the things that the authorities really need to go by, because this is the same. These are two different creators and they have the same information. So like if there were creators and it was obvious and you saw like the same dead body in two, this is basically what I'm saying. Is that, wait, let me put it on top of here. What I am saying is it's like looking at Summer Wells and Harmony Montgomery on the same equipment. Would you ignore it? Because let's say this one is Summer and let's say the other one is Harmony. You could lay them on top of each other and it's the same fucking information. These come from two different creators. Just like that. The same thing. Wait, hold on. One minute, guys. Okay. I had to change rooms. So, these two pictures come from two different stations. Two different stations. Why would this be the same? They are. Boom. Watch. I'll crop the other one to show you how perfectly. This comes from two different stations. These are the same. They're the same. I'm just showing you the level in which if you were to, oh my God, all of a sudden like find the location, you'd be under, your body would be, you'd be looking up at it. You'd be looking up at it. It's not eye level, it's above you, even though it's below, if that makes sense. It's different levels. They use more than one level. What you're looking at here, forget, it's not a car. All the cars show an entranceway. Believe it or not, all of the entranceways that you see here are the same entranceways. It's the one in the right-hand corner. Because even Benny shows one in his car. This girl shows one in the car. They all show one in a car. It's obviously, you don't have a tunnel entrance in the car. I'm showing this specifically because this is being shown as part of the car, and obviously it's not. There's no such thing. No such thing as a car like that. These are two different creators, and this is the same room. This is the same room. They make one blue and they make one white. It's the same room clairvoyantly. That's what I do, clairvoyantly. And this is the same. This is the same facility they all go to. This is the facility. It's white. Two different creators. This is the outside of a building that gives you access, the one to the left. The one to the right is within the walls of the facility. These are all the same creators I'm using tonight. Summer Moon Wells herself was a victim of all of this. A victim of all this, which we all know already, right? What page is this? The photo to the left, which no one talks about or refers to anymore, is actually summer. I don't think I could. I think I cropped it before I put it up there. Shoot. It's summer playing in the sand. Let me see if I can see if I still have it out here. It's summer playing in that sandbox. Above Summer's head is like it's like a ride. That's being used. That's being used. This is behind Summer. I believe that this photo is a really important photo of her, and for some reason it's cropped out. I'll have to find it again, and I'm really pissed it's not all here, but it's an incredible photo of her. And this is the same kind of a ride that Kylie Rodney was on, because it's deep faked into the Beast in Bunches party that they had the same night that Kylie went missing. Period. It's very important information. This white box travels, does not hit the land. Travels by air, it travels by water, it travels by boat. The picture in the middle is in the abandoned cabin that is supposedly connected to where the poser party was the night she went missing. And I guess it's supposed to be down the street from it, but the waterways connect it. This is a photo that shows it's inside that abandoned cabin. These things move. This is the location. Somewhere there is a hidden garage way. The inside is all white. This comes from a whole different group of people. I showed this the other night, how that 5 completely matches. It matches what is under Kylie Rodney's car that no one wants to see. No one seems to want to talk about Kylie Rodney's case anymore. It's very interesting to me. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not done with it, because there's a lot of information in Truckee, because all of this shit is matching. Comes from different people that are in Truckee, and then the one here to the right comes from the Beast in Bunch. You guys, it all matches. Ooh, it's so funny. Not look up. So let me explain something to you. Ange H. You're really hot. You're really close. It would say look. Because the thing that I have found is even when Molly, Go Lightly, and Betty, wherever they go on location, everyone is always looking up. You just need to look, and you almost have to look down. So I think the song I'm working on while I'm in California with the singer, I think I'm gonna call it Look. Like, just look. All I gotta do is look. Look, 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 look. Yes. Correct. You're really right. And trust me, Look Up, that's one of my it's when that movie Don't Look Up, that movie Don't Look Up is exactly what this whole entire thing is about. People are afraid to look, and they're not going to look until all these children are dead. So yeah, you are so right on. These are the same location. You could even see the Beast and Bunch has this stuff in their videos. Their number fives in the ceiling match. They match quite perfectly to the number fives in everybody else's ceilings. There's no reason, there is no building or reason this should be in someone's ceiling, especially when it matches the missing children story. Matches. I mean, this is what it is. This is what it is. So this is exactly what I just was talking about. You have to look up. Wait, I see what you mean, look up. So this makes sense because I just clairvoyantly gave you my reading on this photo. Where is it? I'm like, they're looking up. Here it is. So here's a great example. This photo here, they're walking underneath this area. Now this area I believe you could look at it from above and below. This photo, see, it's these things. It's taken eye level. So I believe people could walk, they're like on different levels. But this number 5 here is what you're looking at here. All it is you're looking at it like right here. You're looking at it straight on. See? Like, let's say that this fits right here, or this fits right here. And that makes sense because see how their heads are like level? Actually, that makes sense. Their heads are like almost level. See? And that's a number 5. Like this. So it's like different, they're like different levels, but they're hidden. This is in one of the rooms. And that's someone's head on a contraction. That's what it is. I don't want to stay in this picture. These are the same. Let me tell you something right now. These are I'm going to be showing you pictures that are the same from 3 different creators. They all have the same buggy, whatever you want to call it, cart, and they have the same information. The one to the right is from Check It TV. I've always kept it. And what I want you to notice is how these are actually, I just said this a second ago, these are on different. Now, understand this isn't in this house. Like, these are just the only thing that I watch are the elements that stay the same. This could be a picture that he wants you to think, not he, wants you to think it's in the house, but it's not. Okay? The elements are stuck in there. This here is also what Kylie Rodney was standing on at the water. What's in this buggy is representative of this. It moves. So see how it's like in different sections? Let me turn it. So it looks like it's like in different, there's like 3 of them, right? So this is from Check It TV. Basically, it would be like this. Just like that. And there's your buggy. There's your buggy. It just moves, and they, you know what, after I have an up on everybody. I'm clairvoyant and I hear all the messages that are sent to me. If I didn't hear that, I wouldn't know all of this shit. But this buggy to the left-hand side is from a whole different person. It's one of the 3 that I'm going over. But this is Check It TV's. And this is what Kylie Rodney was standing on. See, this is, and if you remember, this is like, so this could be what she was pushing. Kylie Rodney, there's a picture, I said, this is her going to her sacrifice. It wasn't really snowing, but she was pushing her buggy, her cart, her whatever in the snow. And there are 3 other people there. This is, you could say that this is her buggy. And the head was green. They wanted you to think that she had a green something on her neck. But this might as well just go right here. Boom. This is what Kylie Rodney's buggy looked like that she was pushing to her sacrifice. This is the buggy that winds up in the room. It's the whole thing. Check It TV had the elements. I'm like, I see them. And I could also turn this a certain way and put Kylie Rodney standing on top of it. The only thing that is really the most important thing is it's the element. These are all, it's a cookie cutter, you guys. It's a cookie cutter. There's the buggy. There's the buggy. And the piece that you see all the way to the left is the piece that winds up in the water. That is the same piece that you saw Kylie Rodney on Kylie Rodney's memorial. The piece that you see there is what winds up in the water. It is in the fisherman's video. This is what they put in the water. This is what goes on the boat in the water. It doesn't hit the ground. The part to the right is the buggy. These are what you're looking at. All of these pieces wind up going to the water now. I believe the one to the left, it looks like they put under the boat. And the one to the right, I believe, gets pulled in by a tractor. Period. This is the story of the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. That is the buggy that we've been looking at. It's the cart. It's the basket. The baskets are in the buggy. Those are baskets that I've been showing you that's inside the frickin' buggies. What you're looking at is the whole thing. What you're looking at is the story. You're looking at the story. The little baskets are placed inside this buggy. And I showed you talking about Adventures with Purpose. They have one of these in every one of their videos. They have this buggy. These are the baskets that I showed you Kylie Rodney was in at the Beast and Bunches party. And at hers. This is the basket that goes in the buggy. Anyone doesn't know, just you watch the videos. They're really clear. I mean, the videos really show the basket. They show it all. They show it all. This part that goes in the water is what is traveling on the truck. For all I know, they got that part out of the water. I don't know, but it looks like it's connected to the back of a car, the back of a boat. That whole situation you see her up in the right-hand corner is the situation. That's the situation. And the guy on the bottom is moving the truck. He's moving the truck. I showed this before. I said they're on that flat thing, that metal piece. And he also has the buggy attached to it on the other side. I've been working over a year to put this all together, you guys. Like these elements that I have, I've had for a long time. But the storyboard is really insane. Like it's really coming together. Like I'm telling you, this is the story. This is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. This is the story, you guys. That buggy that you see right there, that's totally in a different, like it's totally different, that I said is the buggy, the orange seats on it. It's this. That's this buggy. I don't know. They need it. See? That's the buggy, because that's the buggy that took Kylie Rodney into whatever flames or whatever they did to her. This is a part of the equipment. It's right there. So this photo here has everything. This, you guys, then goes on. Also, it could go on the back of a massive truck, a semi. And I believe that's what happened to Dylan Rounds. These are major photos. Here it is. This is changing. It's moving. It's telling the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. This is telling you their story, you guys. Their bodies, their soul, everything that you see here is what they went through. When I asked Summer Moon Wells, can you tell me where you are? She cannot, because she said she's everywhere. She said she is everywhere. She's in different places. They do not keep their body parts and everything together. This here is as close to the truth of what happens to part of them that you're going to ever get. This is the machine that I have a photo of that they tried to deep fake Don's son standing in a factory. This is where this is. This is the location. This is it. Obviously, nothing's been proven, and this is for entertainment purposes only. AWP's, that guy looked like he saw chopped up people. The look, you're right. If adventures, even though I always mention them, they have these things. I think that someone really used them very badly. And the look in that guy's face was horrific when he came up. I agree, Jean. I agree full-heartedly. This is what they did to them. And see that head that's on a platter? That is what was under the water. The head is on a heart. This is what he saw. This is what he saw. And that's the buggy that carries them. The equipment that you see to the left with the buggies and everything, that is Michael Vaughn's Vigil that I believe Michael Vaughn and Summer were with together. What you see there, to me, is the same buggy and information that we see to the right. It's the same equipment. It's the same story. So understand what you see in the bottom right-hand corner is Kylie Rodney's. Okay? Bottom right-hand corner is Kylie Rodney's, what they had pictures of that was on the sand. You guys, it's the same thing. What they have on the sand is what was brought there by a freaking truck. Or by a boat, or by water. This is that, which is now placed in the water. There is no difference between these. There's no difference, you guys. This is what they're doing. This here has so much information. It has the green face on top of them. It has the white thing on top of them. This is like the most clear truth that I've seen since I've been on this case. This. That is Summer Moonwell's missing children. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing, and this is where they're doing it. That is where they're doing it. This is what I was talking about. What you see here is the movement of the baskets. What they're trying to show you or make you believe is that Adventures with Purpose is taking this out of the water. They want you to think Adventures with Purpose is lifting this out of the water. This is the buggy that shows up in their videos. This is the buggy. Wait, let me make this smaller. This here is this, and it's that. It is a real important piece of the puzzle to put together, but this is this. I know it is, okay? It's broken in three. This is what Kylie's looked like. We know for a fact that Adventures with Purpose did not take that out of the water. So we know someone is putting it in there. Yes, there's a child in there. So what I do is I know that this is the story, right, of the summer moon Wild's missing children. This is the story. And because it's the story, that's all it is. Someone is telling the summer moon Wild's missing children story by using an amazing group like Adventures with Purpose. This is the story. That under here, that is the story. This here to the left, they used that company as a deep fake because we know that that doesn't exist in any of their videos. That is this. Nothing has changed. The story is being told through these videos, and it's not their fault. Obviously, that's not them. That piece of machine, so see it like wraps it. I could match that piece of machinery to the one that's on the boat, but you know what? I'm like, forget it. I'll find it a different time. But it's the same. It's the same piece of equipment. And what's in the picture here is really. Here, let me crop it. What you see here with the body in plastic is the same thing that you're looking at in the machine. Let me crop it for you. First of all, let me turn it and crop it because then it'll be easier to see. Which way should I turn it? Maybe this way. Yeah, this way. Nope. It matches this way and then flip it. Okay. Is that right? No. Okay. All right, let me show you how these are the same. The only difference is they're different angles. They like to do different angles to confuse you. Let me brighten it up a little. What you see inside of this machine here is the wrapped up body that you see to the right. All I did was turn it. That's all. See how it goes on to the 5? And then that top piece is a little different. It's the same thing. It's at number 5. I may have to turn it the other way, but this is that. So these wrapped, I do believe, and thank you, you gave me great information. These are being wrapped by a machine because I have the video of them being wrapped. I have the actual video of it. So this here is this. See? This here, let me open it a little bit more. So this here is this. Even that white thing there, see? No difference. No difference. This little thing even matches up perfectly. See, it's like either it matches or it doesn't. Like if it's if it's a machine, it should match perfectly. This white piece here is right here. It's the same thing. See? Like that. And the piece in the middle on the left photo, the left photo isn't green yet, but that is that. See, it always should have the same information. See? This is way underground. You guys, this is like bottom layer underground. What I feel is those are pipes. Those are round pipes. Old rusty pipes. Old rusty pipes. But the photo to the right is the same location. These are doorways. This doorway here is like the same doorway with those little windows that we saw in the video of the other night, and someone said those look like bus windows. These are all like the same photos. This is the number 5. This is my last slide, but this is the number 5 that comes in maroon, green, white. This photo here screams Kylie Rodney. Because Kylie Rodney was not found, I shouldn't say, I don't know why I said found. Actually, what I'm about to say was found on one of those, which I don't think we'll ever know if she was found on one of those, but that just came through that she was found on one of those. Look at these pictures. I lost but the photo of her by the water speaks that she was standing on that. Interesting. So what I just opened up was this picture. Now this picture really bothers me because I know this is not the car. This is pictures from the news. To me, it looks like a maroon box around somebody. I don't even know what that is. It's it's crazy photo. But this picture here to me represents Kylie to the fullest. It to me is such evidence that it wasn't an accident and that the people that did this can be found, because the pictures, even though no one has an answer or knows anything much about these, they all match. They match. Here's the one I was looking for. This one. This is supposed to be Kylie and her friends. This is the one I wanted to show you guys. All of these pictures are the same. This is supposed to be Kylie's photo. Like, this is just way too familiar looking. You know, you could put shit together that just looks so stupid, but when the stupid match the stupid, that's when it doesn't make sense. Because if they all match, again, if you're the authorities and you see stuff like this and it matches the other cases, videos, and photos, I mean, this is this. I don't get it. What is so complicated? Like, put it this way. Those are heads. Well, here's the other picture that this comes with. Same concept. Different day, different dollar. This even has the hearts on it. And look at this, you guys. It's being pulled by a car. It's being pulled by that buggy. It's being pulled by the buggy. Let me see something. Let me show you how these are all like the same. The bottom there, right, is representative of this. See? Or you could even put the buggy there because it's got, I see it has a wheel. Let me crop it. It's the same stuff. To me, this is enough for the authorities to go get search warrants. I mean, maybe not this photo, but this is the same information. Look at all the heads here. They match the heads. So look at the head location in this. And look at the head locations in this. Even at the end one, like, you go like that. Same thing. Boom. Anyways, this is my last. I stayed up. I think I have to hold on to my cards for now on, you guys. I have to hold my cards when I'm up. It's much better. This was great. Amazing. I'm so happy that I got through this one because it was really, really important. Really important. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, mods. Thank you. And to the new listeners and subscribers, welcome. I hope I was able to answer questions. If you need to look up anything or have questions, just keep throwing them out and I'll periodically will be able to answer them. But to look at, like, you don't have to go through and finish each one of them, but to go through the videos is great. You know? I will get a hold of you guys. Thank you. Yes, I leave in the morning. So here, if anyone has anything they want me to do over there or have any hints on where to go, I know where I'm going. I'm bringing my my rods. But if anyone has suggestions for Chucky, send it on over. Thank you all. God bless you all. May justice come to these children really soon. Here at WCIA, we are going to keep telling their story and not going to stop. All right. Good night, folks. Send me whatever information you can. Thank you for taking care of chat. Was great. I will talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.